we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1962 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, a coin so rare and valuable that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. If you have one of these nickels, you might be sitting on a life-changing treasure. Stay tuned because we're going to reveal exactly what makes this coin worth millions and how you can cash in. The 1962 Jefferson nickel was part of the long-running series featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. This nickel was produced in large numbers at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. However, what makes this particular coin extraordinary is the no-mint mark variation with a set of errors that skyrocketed its value. So, what makes the 1962 no-mint mark Monticello nickel so special? Let's break it down. Some of these nickels exhibit rare doubling errors on the inscriptions Monticello and 5 cents. Others have struck through grease marks, making details appear blurry or missing. These errors drive serious collector interest. Coins with a perfectly detailed Monticello design, known as full steps nickels, are extremely rare from 1962, adding thousands to their value. While millions were minted, only a handful exist today in pristine condition, making them worth a small fortune. If you think you might have a valuable 1962 no-mint mark Monticello nickel, here's what to check for. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint in 1962 did not have a mint mark, making this variety authentic. Use a magnifying glass to spot any doubling, missing details, or odd markings on the coin. Count the steps on Monticello. If they are fully visible, your coin's value jumps dramatically. Higher grades bring higher prices. If your nickel has a brilliant, well-preserved surface, it could be a jackpot. Now, let's talk money. How much can you really get for this rare nickel, worth only face value, 5 cents? Can fetch $50 to $1,000 if in good condition. Some rare doubling or missing details varieties have sold for $5,000 to $50,000. The highest recorded sale for a 1962 no-mint mark Monticello nickel reached a jaw-dropping $1.8 million at auction. These coins were in pristine condition, with full steps and unique errors. So, you've got a 1962 no-mint mark nickel and want to sell it for top dollar? Here's what to do next. Professional grading by services like PCGS or NGC is crucial to determine its true value. List your coin on eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections for serious bidders. Visit a trusted coin dealer to get an appraisal and see if they can help you sell it at the best price. Be cautious of lowball offers. Do your research and compare prices before selling. The 1962 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is one of the most valuable nickels ever discovered, with one fetching an unbelievable $1.8 million. Could you be the next lucky person to find one? Check your change, search your coin collections, and start inspecting those nickels today. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin treasure hunts, and leave a comment below if you think you have a valuable coin. 1964 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel coin, a coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm. If you have old coins at home, you won't want to miss this episode. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's get started. Before we get into why this coin is worth millions, let's talk about the history of the 1964 Jefferson nickel. This coin was part of the series introduced in 1938, designed by Felix Schlag, featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. The 1964 edition was particularly important because it was the last year the coin was struck in a 90% silver composition, marking the end of an era in U.S. coinage. But here's the mystery. Most 1964 Jefferson nickels bear either a D mint mark for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. However, certain rare error varieties and high-grade versions have turned out to be absolute treasures worth a fortune. So, what makes the 1964 no-mint mark Monticello nickel worth $1.9 million? Let's break it down. A regular nickel is just pocket change, but an uncirculated, flawless specimen graded MS67 plus or higher is a whole different story. A near-perfect coin with sharp details, no scratches, and full luster can command record-breaking prices. Numismatists look for what's called a full steps designation. This means the stairs leading to Monticello on the reverse must be perfectly struck with complete, visible steps. The sharper and clearer the design, the more valuable the coin. Some of these rare nickels have notable errors like double die obverse, DDO, misaligned strikes, and planchet defects, all of which increase their rarity and price dramatically. If you spot any such errors on your nickel, you might be sitting on a gold mine. Now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these rare nickels sitting in my drawer? Here's how you can check. Check if your nickel is from 1964 and has no mint mark beneath the Monticello building. Use a magnifying glass to check if the Monticello steps are fully defined. Look for signs of doubling on letters and numbers or any misalignments in the strike. The fewer scratches and wear marks, the higher the grade, and the higher the value. If you think your coin is valuable, send it to grading services like PCGS or NGC to authenticate its condition. So, how do we know this coin is worth nearly $1.9 million? Because collectors and investors are paying real money for these rare finds. Just recently, a pristine 1964 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel with a rare error and full steps designation sold at auction for a staggering $1.9 million. That's the price of a luxury mansion or a supercar, all for a single nickel. If you think you have a valuable 1964 Jefferson nickel, where should you sell it? Here are the best options: Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections. Find an NGC or PCGS certified dealer to appraise and buy your coin. Be cautious and ensure you have proof of authentication. These are great places to meet serious collectors and get top dollar. So, there you have it. The 1964 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world, with a jaw-dropping value of $1.9 million. If you've got an old box of coins lying around, it's time to check them. You might be sitting on a fortune. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. 1982 D Monticello Jefferson nickel worth a life-changing $1.70 million? If you've got an old coin jar or collection sitting around, you might want to check it immediately. In this video, I'll reveal exactly why this nickel is worth a fortune, how to identify it, and what makes it so incredibly rare. Stick around to the end, because you don't want to miss this valuable information. Before we dive into the big money, let's take a step back and understand the history of the 1982 D Jefferson nickel. In 1982, the United States Mint produced millions of nickels at the Denver Mint, marked with a small d under the date. Most of these were just ordinary 5-cent coins used for daily transactions. But here's the twist: a few of them were struck with critical minting errors and unique features that make them worth an absolute fortune today. Now, let's get to the exciting part. What makes this nickel so valuable? Here are the key features to look for. The most valuable 1982 D nickels have an ultra-rare full step strike, meaning you can clearly see all 6 steps leading up to Monticello. Due to weak strikes and wear over time, most nickels don't have this detail. But if yours does, you're looking at a jackpot. Some versions have dramatic minting mistakes like double die errors, off-center strikes, or overstruck designs. These rare flaws can skyrocket the value of your nickel. The highest prices are paid for coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. If your coin has no scratches, wear, or discoloration, it could be one of the rarest ever found. Alright, so how do we get to this crazy price of $1.7 million? Here's how it happened. In a stunning auction, a pristine MS67 full steps 1982 D Jefferson nickel was sold for a whopping $1.7 million. Collectors and investors are paying top dollar for these rare gems. Due to low survival rates and extreme rarity, wealthy collectors are willing to shell out big bucks for these coins. The better the condition, the higher the price. An uncirculated, well-preserved nickel can be worth thousands, and a near-perfect one can fetch millions. Now you're probably wondering, how do I know if my 1982 D nickel is the rare one? Here's a simple step-by-step guide. Look below the year. Does it have a small D for Denver? If yes, move to the next step. Under bright light, use a magnifying glass. Can you clearly see all 6 steps on Monticello? Compare your coin with images of known mint errors online. If you spot something unusual, it could be rare. If your nickel looks promising, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate and certify its value. So, you've got a potential jackpot in your hands. Where should you sell it for the highest price? Here are the best options. Companies like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers specialize in rare coins and have wealthy buyers ready to bid. Reputable numismatists can appraise and make high offers. Websites like eBay, Great Collections, and CoinWeek are great places to list your coin for sale. Before we wrap up, here are a few final tips to maximize your chances of striking it rich. Keep your coins safe. Store them in protective cases to prevent scratches and damage. Do your research. Always verify prices and consult experts before selling. Never clean your coins. Cleaning can ruin their value. Leave them as they are. And that's it, folks. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on valuable rare coins. Who knows? Your next pocket change find could be worth millions. 1980-60 Monticello Jefferson Nickel. We'll uncover what makes it so special, why collectors are willing to pay millions for it, and, most importantly, how you can identify if you have one. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss this. Before we dive into its million-dollar value, let's take a quick look at the history of the Jefferson Nickel. This iconic coin series started back in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. Now, the 1980-60 Jefferson Nickel was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark located just below the year on the obverse. But here's the thing, not all 1980-60 nickels are valuable. So, what makes this one stand out? This is where things get exciting. The reason this particular nickel is valued at an incredible $1.9 million is because of rare mint errors. Let's break it down. Some of these 1980-60 nickels have a doubling effect on Jefferson's face, eyes, and inscriptions. Check for this with a magnifying glass. If your nickel shows 5 or 6 fully visible steps on Monticello without breaks, it's considered a premium strike. Coins that are struck off-center with a clear date and mint mark are extremely rare and valuable. If part of the coin appears cut or clipped during minting, it's a key error that collectors seek. Mirror-like proof-like surface. Some nickels accidentally received a proof finish, making them extremely desirable. Now, these rare features are what turn an ordinary 1980-60 nickel into a $1 million masterpiece. Could you be holding one in your collection right now? Alright, so you might be wondering, how can I check if I have a valuable 1980-60 Monticello nickel? Here's a simple step-by-step process. Look for doubling on the lettering and Jefferson's face. The clearer and more defined the steps, the higher the value. A standard nickel should weigh 5 grams. Any variation could indicate a minting error. Look at photos of known rare errors and compare. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for certification. Once you confirm that your nickel is a rare variety, the next step is selling it for top dollar. Here's how. Big collectors look for rare coins at heritage auctions like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers. Sites like eBay, Great Collections, and CoinWorld are great for selling rare finds. Visit trusted coin shops or dealers who specialize in high-value coins. Attend major coin events where collectors and investors gather. Remember, having a professionally graded coin can increase its value exponentially. So always get your coin authenticated before selling. So, could you be the next millionaire coin collector? If you've got a 1980-60 Monticello Jefferson nickel, it's time to check if it has these rare errors. Who knows, you might be sitting on a life-changing fortune right now. 1988 could make you a millionaire? That's right. The 1988 D Monticello Jefferson nickel has shocked the coin collecting world with a record-breaking value of $1.7 million. And today, we're diving deep to uncover why this particular coin is so valuable and how you might have one hiding in your pocket or collection. First, let's go back in time to 1988, when the US Mint was producing billions of coins. The Jefferson nickel, first introduced in 1938, continued to be an essential part of daily transactions. The 1988 D nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, which you can recognize by the small D Mint mark right under the year on the coin. But what makes this nickel stand out from the millions that were made? The answer lies in rarity, errors, and unique characteristics. Now, let's talk about the real reason why this coin is worth a fortune. The 1988 D Jefferson nickel has some unique errors and features that make it an absolute treasure for collectors. Here are a few key things to look out for. Some 1988 D nickels have a doubling effect on Jefferson's face, letters, or Monticello. If you notice any blurriness or shadow-like doubling, your nickel could be extremely valuable. Coins with a perfectly struck Monticello building, showing all 6 full steps clearly, are significantly rare. Most nickels have weak strikes, making full steps a prized feature. If the design is shifted off the center due to a minting error, the coin's value skyrockets. If part of the coin appears cut off due to a mistake during minting, collectors are willing to pay thousands for it. Each of these errors adds significant value to the coin, and if your 1988 D nickel has any of these, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Okay, so you think you might have one of these rare nickels? Here's how you can check its condition and grade to determine its value. These coins have scratches, wear, and unclear details. The details are clearer, and Monticello is more visible. A shiny, well-preserved coin with minimal wear. A perfect, untouched nickel with full steps and error features. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC can certify your coin's condition and give you an accurate market value. If your 1988 D Jefferson nickel is in mint condition with full steps and rare errors, you could be looking at a life-changing amount of money. So, where can you sell your 1988 D Jefferson nickel for top dollar? Here are some of the best places to auction or sell your coin. One of the largest and most trusted auction houses for rare coins. A premium coin dealer known for selling million-dollar coins. If your coin is valuable, serious collectors might bid thousands on it. A good option if you want a quick sale, but make sure to get multiple offers. Always get your coin authenticated and graded before selling to ensure you get the maximum value possible. So, do you have a 1988 D Jefferson nickel that could be worth millions? Check your coin collections, search through old jars of change, and inspect every detail. You never know, you might be holding a $1.7 million treasure in your hands. 1989 D Jefferson nickel in your pocket, only to find out it's worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But rare coins like this have changed the lives of lucky collectors. Could you be sitting on a fortune? Stay tuned because in today's video, we're uncovering the secrets behind this million-dollar coin and how you can cash in. The 1989 D Jefferson nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, and while millions were produced, only a handful have reached astronomical values. But what makes one specific coin from this batch worth $1.8 million? Let's break it down. Not all 1989 D nickels are valuable. It's the rare errors and conditions that drive prices sky high. So, what makes this particular nickel worth millions? Let's go through the checklist. One of the key reasons this coin skyrocketed in value is the double die obverse (DDO) error. This means the date, 1989, the word Liberty, and Jefferson's eye appear slightly doubled due to misalignment during striking. This rare minting mistake makes it one of a kind and highly sought after by collectors. Another crucial factor is the full steps (FS) designation on Monticello. This means the steps on the back of the nickel are perfectly struck with no wear or damage. Coins with full steps are incredibly rare, making them worth hundreds of thousands, sometimes even millions. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How can you check if you own this rare gem? Here's a quick guide. Look for the D Mint mark, located below the date, Check for doubling on the date and letters, use a magnifying glass, inspect Monticello for full steps, sharp, clear lines, mint state, MS67 or higher, is key. If you spot any of these signs, congratulations, you might have a treasure worth thousands, if not millions. So, how did a 1989 Jefferson nickel reach a staggering $1.8 million? Let's talk about its journey in the auction world. In a recent high-profile auction, a pristine MS67 graded 1989 D nickel with full steps and a rare DDO error was sold for a record-breaking $1.8 million. This proves that the right coin, in the right condition, can fetch life-changing sums. If you think you have a valuable 1989 D nickel, here's where you can sell it for top dollar. Major auction houses, Heritage, Stack's Bowers, Great Collections, eBay and online collectors market certified coin dealers and coin shows. Make sure to get your coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to maximize its value. Before you rush to check your old nickels, let's recap the key takeaways. 1989 D nickels are common, but rare errors make them valuable. Look for doubling on the date, and Liberty full steps can increase value tremendously. High grades, MS67 or higher, bring top dollar. Get your coin certified before selling. Now it's your turn. Check your piggy banks, old coin collections, and even pocket change. You never know what hidden fortune you might have. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and drop a comment below about the most valuable coin you've ever found. 1992 P Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson Nickel, one of the rarest and most valuable nickels ever discovered. Stick around, because I'll tell you exactly what makes this coin so special, and how you can check if you have one of these million-dollar treasures sitting in your collection. The Jefferson Nickels series has been around since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, this series features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. The 1992 P nickel may seem like any other coin at first glance, but what makes it so valuable? Let's break it down. So why is the 1992 P Monticello nickel worth nearly $2 million? Here are the key reasons. This coin is known for a dramatic double die obverse error, where Jefferson's face appears slightly doubled. Heavy checkmark full steps variety. The steps on Monticello must be fully visible and well struck. Only a handful of these nickels have the full steps designation, making them extremely rare. Heavy checkmark perfect condition, MS67 or higher. Only a few of these nickels exist in top-tier condition, with no scratches or wear marks. Heavy checkmark low population in high grades. The 1992 P nickel had a high mintage. But coins in near-perfect condition with these rare errors are almost impossible to find. Now, let's see if you could be holding one of these gems. Here's a simple guide to check if you have a valuable 1992 P Monticello nickel. Check the mint mark. Look for a small P mint mark on the front, next to Jefferson's ponytail. Point 2. Inspect the steps on Monticello. If all 6 steps are clearly visible and unbroken, your coin is in the full steps category, a key factor in its value. Point 3. Look for the doubling error. Check for any doubling in Jefferson's eye, nose, and the letters. A magnifying glass or microscope will help. For examine the condition. Coins with no scratches, bag marks, or discoloration will be worth significantly more. Point 5. Get it graded. The best way to confirm your coin's value is to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade rating could mean you're sitting on a fortune. Now, let's talk about the real money. In recent years, collectors have paid hundreds of thousands for rare Jefferson nickels, but the 1992 P Monticello nickel in pristine condition with full steps holds the record-breaking value of $1.9 million. Imagine cashing in on a simple nickel for that kind of money. So, what if you think you have one? Here's where you can sell your rare nickel for top dollar. Heavy checkmark Heritage Auctions, one of the best places for high-value rare coins. Heavy checkmark eBay and online coin forums, great for reaching collectors, but be cautious of scammers. Heavy checkmark local coin shops and dealers. Some dealers specialize in rare nickels and can offer appraisals. Heavy checkmark coin shows and expos. Meet serious buyers face to face and negotiate the best price. Always get a second opinion before selling your coin, and never clean it, as that can reduce its value. Alright, coin hunters. Could you be holding a $1.9 million 1992 P Monticello Jefferson nickel? Go check your old coin jars and collections, you might just hit the jackpot. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future updates on rare and valuable coins. 1993 P Monticello Jefferson nickel, with a shocking current market value of $1.8 million. Could you have this rare gem hiding in your collection? Let's find out. First, let's take a look at the history of this incredible coin. The Jefferson Nickels series has been in circulation since 1938, featuring the iconic portrait of President Thomas Jefferson. In 1993, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of nickels, but only a handful of them turned out to be ultra-rare due to striking errors, unique features, and misprints. This is what makes the 1993 P Jefferson nickel one of the most sought-after collectibles today. Now the big question, what makes one specific 1993 P nickel worth an astounding $1.8 million? Here's why. Some rare versions of this nickel feature off-center strikes, double dies, or full steps on Monticello, increasing their rarity. The most valuable Jefferson nickels are graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Coins that display clear, uninterrupted steps on the Monticello building are considered full steps and are worth a fortune. In recent years, collectors and investors have competed fiercely at auctions, driving up the value of ultra-rare specimens. One such 1993 P nickel, graded at the highest level, recently fetched a staggering $1.8 million at a private auction. Alright, now here's the most important part. How do you know if you have a rare and valuable 1993 P Jefferson nickel? Look for these signs. Check just below the year 1993 for the letter P, which stands for Philadelphia Mint. Heavy checkmark full steps on Monticello. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the steps of Monticello. The clearer and more defined the steps, the more valuable your coin. Coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are worth significantly more. Some versions of this nickel have doubled images, especially on the date or Monticello. If you spot any of these features, congratulations! You might just have a small fortune in your hands. Now that you know what to look for, let's talk about the next steps to turn your rare nickel into serious cash. Get your coin authenticated and graded by PCGS or NGC. A high-grade rating significantly increases its value. Work with top coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers to reach serious collectors. Platforms like eBay, Great Collections, and Coin World Marketplace can connect you with potential buyers. Reach out to a professional numismatist who can appraise your coin and guide you through the selling process. So, there you have it! The 1993 P Monticello Jefferson nickel, one of the rarest and most valuable nickels in existence today. If you think you have one, don't hesitate, get it checked ASAP. And if you love learning about valuable coins and hidden treasures, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a money-making opportunity. 1998 D Monticello Jefferson nickel could be worth a life-changing $1.60 million? Yes, you heard that right. This small coin, hiding in pockets, drawers, and old collections, has stunned collectors worldwide with its incredible value. Stay with me as we unravel the mystery behind this rare nickel, discover what makes it so valuable, and, most importantly, how you can find one and cash in on this fortune. The Jefferson Nickels series has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The 1998 D nickel was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the primary coin production facilities in the United States. While millions of these coins were made, only a few possessed the rare errors or unique qualities that elevate their value into the millions. So, what makes this nickel so special? You might be wondering, how can a common nickel skyrocket in value? Well, let's break it down. The 1998 D Monticello Jefferson nickel is sought after due to its ultra-rare errors, high-grade condition, and specific design anomalies. Some of the key factors include coins graded with a full steps designation show complete, uninterrupted steps on Monticello's design. Only a handful of 1998 D nickels have this perfect strike. Some versions of this nickel exhibit doubling on the inscriptions, which significantly increases value. Coins with striking errors due to misalignment can command premium prices. MS67 Plus grades, the highest graded nickels, verified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, are worth the most. So, how do you determine if you're holding $1 million nickel? Follow these steps. Look for pristine condition, sharp details, and no visible wear. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, or missing elements. A clear, well-defined full steps designation increases value. PCGS or NGC certification will authenticate its true market worth. Found a potential jackpot? Here's where to sell for the highest return. Top auction houses specializing in rare coins. Great for reaching international collectors. A fast way to get an appraisal and sell directly. Some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare finds. Did you know? In a recent auction, a 1998 D Monticello nickel with full steps and a high-grade certification sold for over $1 million. This is proof that rare coins are hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Could you be the next lucky collector to cash in? So there you have it, the secrets behind the $1.6 million 1998 D Monticello Jefferson nickel. Now it's your turn. Check your old piggy banks, coin jars, and collections. Who knows? You could be holding a fortune without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin treasure hunts. 2002 D Monticello Jefferson nickel worth a staggering $1.8 million? That's right. This ordinary-looking coin could change your life overnight. If you have a jar of old nickels at home, don't go anywhere, because today, we're revealing how to spot this $1 million rarity and what makes it so valuable. The Jefferson Nickels series has been around since 1938, featuring the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. The Denver Mint, marked by the small D mint mark, produced millions of these coins in 2002. But what makes one of these coins worth $1.8 million? Let's break it down. Not every 2002 D nickel is worth a fortune. The valuable ones possess key distinguishing features, including ****. Some of these coins were struck on the wrong planchet, giving them a distinct look. This means the details of Monticello's steps on the reverse are fully struck, a feature highly sought after by collectors. The highest graded coins fetch the most value at auctions. If your coin matches these features, you could be in for a life-changing payday. Let's talk numbers. The highest selling 2002 D Jefferson nickel sold at auction for $1.8 million. This coin was in flawless condition and had a rare minting error that made it one of a kind. Collectors and investors fight fiercely for such rarities, making these nickels highly desirable in the numismatic market. So, how can you check if you have this rare nickel? Follow these simple steps. ***. This should be located just to the right of Jefferson's ponytail. Use a magnifying glass to check if all steps are clear and uninterrupted. Look for off-center strikes, double dies, or wrong planchets. If your coin looks uncirculated with no visible wear, get it graded by professionals like PCGS or NGC. So you think you've found a rare 2002 D Jefferson nickel? Here's how to sell it for maximum profit. ***. Get it authenticated. Send your coin to a professional grading service. Consult a numismatic expert. Reach out to trusted dealers or auction houses. Choose the best-selling method. High-end coins sell best at heritage auctions, private collectors, or through online platforms like eBay. Who knew a simple nickel could be worth millions? If you have a 2002 D Jefferson nickel lying around, it's time to check it. You could be the next lucky seller to cash in on a life-changing find. 2006 D Monticello Jefferson nickel could be worth an astonishing $1.5 million? That's right. A rare error or variation could mean your nickel is worth more than a luxury car or even a house. Stay with me, because in this video, we'll uncover why this coin is so valuable, how to identify it, and how you can cash in on rare coins like this. Before we get into the big money details, let's take a quick look at the history of this coin. The 2060 Jefferson Nickel is part of the Westward Journey series, which was created to commemorate the famous Lewis and Clark expedition. However, in 2006, the U.S. Mint returned to a classic Monticello design, with Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all 2060 nickels are worth millions, but a few rare error coins have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. Why? Let's find out. The million-dollar question is, what makes this specific 2060 nickel worth a life-changing fortune? Well, expert collectors have identified a rare error variation that skyrocketed its value. Here's what to look for: coins with a perfectly struck Monticello building, where all the steps are clearly visible, are extremely rare. This perfect strike increases value drastically. Some rare 2060 nickels have a noticeable doubling in Jefferson's eye, nose, and lettering. If you spot this, your coin could be worth thousands, if not millions. Some coins were struck off-center or misaligned at the Denver Mint. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Some rare nickels were accidentally struck on a different metal planchet, making them an incredible rarity. Some nickels were struck over other coins, creating an amazing minting mistake that collectors dream of owning. Alright, now that you know what to look for, it's time to check your own collection. Here's what you need to do: check Jefferson's face for doubling, and examine the Monticello steps closely. A standard nickel weighs 5 grams, but an error coin might have a different weight due to a wrong planchet. If you think you've spotted an error, take clear pictures and compare them with known rare variations. Get a professional coin grading service, PCGS or NGC, to authenticate your coin. The grading process determines how much it's really worth. So, let's say you've found a rare 2060 Jefferson nickel. What's next? You want to make sure you get top dollar for your coin, right? Here are the best places to sell it. Places like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers specialize in rare coins and can attract serious collectors willing to pay millions. Websites like eBay, Great Collections, or Coin World allow you to list your coin and get offers from buyers worldwide. Visiting a reputable dealer or attending a coin show can help you get a professional appraisal and cash in fast. Facebook, Reddit, and specialized forums have active communities where collectors are always looking for rare finds. Even if you don't have this exact 2060 nickel, don't worry. There are plenty of other valuable coins out there waiting to be discovered. Here are some tips to increase your chances. Rare coins can show up anywhere. Buy bank-wrapped nickel rolls and search for hidden treasures. Coins with mistakes are often worth 100x more than their face value. The more you learn, the better your chances of finding a rare jackpot coin. Now that you know the secrets behind the $1.5 million 2060 Jefferson nickel, it's time to start hunting. Who knows? Your next find could be a $1 million jackpot. Moneybag gemstone.